자, 이제 2시에 웨어하우스 테이스팅이 시작되었습니다. 가자. 땡큐. 이쁘게 해놨어. 커, 엄청 커. 어우, 바람, 밖에 바람은 여전하구나. 캐스크들 보소. 저기에도 쇼티가. 여기 씨뷰 코티지래요. 아드백 코티지가 지금은 잠깐 휴무인 것 같은데 바로 여기 안에 있네. 오리지널 웨어하우스 3층도만 쌓은, 저쪽은 훨씬 높게 쌓은데 여긴 트래디셔널한 웨어하우스 넘버 3. Let's go. 오. 아, 여기서 시험을 이렇게 하는구나. 슉. 여기 원래 찍으면 안 되는 건데.
참 달라요.
아니야, 여기 이렇게. 찍으면 안 되는 건데 금요일이라서 오늘 다 놀러 가서 가능하대요.
놀러 간 게 아니라 놀러 간 건 아니고 풀타임으로 일하고 이때는 쉰다고.
So I hope you appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, when well, we like questions as long as you understand that I'm very biased for Ardbeg. Okay, I'm going to give you a biased answer. I'm going to give you what we do and the reason why we do it. There's water here. These are cask samples, so they're all just unfiltered straight from the cask. They are at cask, and we'll do them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the best experience, I think that's a good way to go for us. Before we begin, dunnage warehouse number 3. Okay, we have 4 dunnage and we have 5 racked warehouses on site. 27,000 casks on site, depending on how many bourbon barrels and how many sherry casks there are. Sherry casks obviously take up more room. So, and in here, this is one big room. It doesn't really appear like that from the outside, but the rooms are all interconnected. So we can close the doors, but if you go to the very center of the room, cask maturation is not the same as it is beside a window or a door. You know, it's going to have an effect. But these effects are taken into account when we're making the whiskey that we make. Now, 11. 11's a good number, because with me in the room that makes 12, and that's not 13.
오늘은 아노를 만드는 데 쓰는 쉐디랑 PX 쉐디랑 버번이랑 또 뭐였지? 그걸 각각 세퍼레이트해서 마셔본대요.
Let's get the first dram into your glass. You don't have the ability on this tasting to take the whiskey away. You have to drink it. It's a terrible shame. Okay?
가져가면 안
You do
된다.
have to drink it. We have a problem. This distillery has a problem. People would take these and would sell them.
sell them.
So we don't do. Yeah, they do. They take them and they have their own little bottle to take away. They'll write their own label. We used to do our big Charlie and the Chocolate Factory ticket, a tour ticket. If you came on this tour, and they'll put that up as an auction lot on an auction site, which kind of, I don't know,
드라이버
spoils it
키트도
for
안
everybody
되나?
else.
그러게. 그런 이슈가 있었나 보네. 내가 팔고.
You're here to drink.
이거를 오, 저렇게 잔에 담아주네. 너무 오래 걸릴 것 같은데.
There's special, and there's just this thought that someone who's living in a different country who wouldn't visit the distillery, they would.
자, 첫 번째 위스키 Straight from CASK. 근데 아쉽게도 바이알에는 못 담아간대요. 갖다가 내다 파는 사람들 때문에. 이게 버번 배럴이라고 그랬나? 첫 번째는 2012년 숙성의 3201 캐스크 57도의 퍼필 버번. 네요. 몇 년 숙성이었지? 2012. 그러면 숙성 연수가 꽤 되네. 아노인데 숙성 연수가 꽤 되는 편.
We actually here on the
75%가
planet
르베 10으로
make Ardbeg
퍼필
10.
버번이
Everything else is just window dressing to the 10, you know. But so if I was going to sum up a bourbon barrel in one sentence, I'm saying vanilla and spice and all things nice. Spicy vanilla. If it's a bourbon is made from corn, you are getting definitely. I get citrus notes on the nose a little bit, but when I come to taste it,
바닐라 맛도 많이
spicy
나고.
vanilla.
스파이시 바닐라.
스파이시 바닐라.
What's the ABV?
So these are all going to be high at around 10
물
years old.
조금만 한 방울만 넣어주세요.
57, 58, something like that. Gosh, that's sweet as well.
되게 물 한두 방울 넣으면 되게 향긋해질 것 같아.
57 on the button, so it's 100 proof. If you were an American in the room, you'd be saying that'll catch on fire. If you tried to set fire to it, it'll catch on fire.
It's okay.
Yeah.
괜찮네.
I have one from Distillery signature vintage edition 67.8.
Yeah, that's strong. That's gonna anesthetize your mouth. Drink it.
And this one
산뜻하다.
Belgium.
바닐라 맛도 많이 나고.
So we fill our casks at 63.7, so they're not going to go up from there in Scotland. They're going to come down. 10 years maturation, 55 to 57 is what we use. Ardbeg doesn't taste like this. This has got a character all of its own. But it's many of these when they're mixed together that create the bottle that you recognise as the dram in the shop. If we make a whiskey for a festival, this one was made for the 2015
Perfect.
festival. So they make that whiskey, but they only have to make it once. They just have to make it for the festival in 2015.
2015.
So our master distiller carefully selects the casks, gets it the way that he would like it to be, and then he says, it's good to go. And he's the master distiller, so we believe him. We would make that whiskey, bottle it, sell it. The real skill for our master distiller would be in making something like the 10 or the Ugadal or the Anno, because he has to make it on a regular basis and people know what it tastes like. So if you only have a little bit left in your bottle of Anno and you're going back to the shop to buy another bottle, the way that these casks are combined really matters. If it doesn't taste the same, you lose your confidence in that product.
Is it done on a cask-to-cask basis for every?
Different places.
얘는
We
나쁘진
have a head
않은데
chemist who's a
지금
master
굳이 더
distiller. We
마시려는
also have
않는
Bill
것
who's our
같아.
master distiller, and we also have two
그렇게
people at
막
the
그렇게
bottling
막
plant in the
맛있는 게
sensory lab.
아니라서.
So the testing is all done, and that's just for Ardbeg.
두 번째는 세컨빌 버번 배럴 57.6도인가 그렇고 확실히 세컨필 버번 배럴이라서 색이 더 그거 하고 2013이니까 9년 숙성인가? 그렇네요. 확실히 색깔이 연하다.
엄청 연하다. 난 잠깐만 말했어.
잘했어.
트리플 엑스라지.
트리플 X라지.
You know, whiskey tasting is very subjective, but it would stand what I would say. I would, if I had an opportunity just to drink this,
어,
or more.
킥이 확 오긴 하는데 얘도 그렇게 맛있는 애는 아니다.
난
응?
커피리다.
커피리 나야.
근데 저 가이드 보면 자기는 저 세컨페를 좋다고.
세컨필이 임팩트는 있다. 조금.
조금 더 그 아도벨 아노에 가까워진 스타일이네요.
There you go. But I'm not talking about a blind tasting. We're talking about the visitor centre tour guides, the manager, the girls who work in the kitchen. They all sat down and they all tasted all, nosed all of them, tasted all of them, wrote a score down, and it was the ones who came out best.
아구찜 과자로 올릴 것
There's
같아요.
always one that's sort of in the top 5, one that's in the middle 5, one that's in the middle 5, one that's in the bottom 5 on each of the tastings. And the first fill bourbons are the ones that didn't really score that high. People like the second fills. They particularly like
이랑 이제
that
직원들이
hogshead there,
테이스팅을 한대 블라인드를
which you'll taste at the end.
다 높았대요. 점수가.
세컨필이
세컨필보다.
퍼필보다.
See what you think about that. And of course,
우리는 퍼필이
there's a
보통
manager's
좋다고
choice at the end
생각을
as well. I'm going to give you a taste of something else that I brought with me.
이 첫 번째 버번 애들은 퍼필이건 세컨필이건
But not
그렇게 막
everybody,
향이 막 올라오거나
not
그러진
everybody
않은 것 같아.
likes bourbon barrels.
그렇긴 한데 아도벨 캐릭터가 좀
lots and lots of
담겨
people who
있는 것
come into the
같긴
visitor
세컨필
centre who
같은
say,
경우는
세컨필.
for example, Ugadal.
세컨필이 더 강력한 스타일이잖아.
세컨필이 더 맛있긴 한 것 같다.
Just period, you know.
퍼필은
So
남겼잖아.
Sherry casks are definitely something. I'm guessing when I pour this PX cask sample in a moment, that there could be a few oohs and ahs thrown in. It's going to smell completely different.
근데
It's definitely going to taste.
향만큼 팔레트가 못
I'm
따라가는
still
것 같아.
amazed, ladies and gentlemen.
향이 더 좋은 것
That,
같아.
you know, that's what goes into the barrel. It's that color. You know, we make spirit. No color
배럴에
at all.
들어갈 때는
Color
저런
with us
색깔이
comes from the
없는데
cask.
캐스크에서
The amount
색깔이
of time
저렇게
it's left in
되는.
the cask. What type of cask it was.
확실히 쉐리 홉스헤드 색깔이
And yet we start with the
저렇지.
same.
저 쉐리 버시
In the
가격이
in Spain today,
10배라고
there are. I'm going to use the
코스트가
word unscrupulous.
법원이
It's not really
100불
the
정도
right
받고
word,
하면
but there are sherry bodegas in Spain who would make sherry to throw the sherry in the drain to sell the cask of the whiskey because the cask is worth so much. And that's a tragedy that grapes are being grown to make a.
세 번째는 58도의 퍼필 PX 벗 2010년도부터니까 12년 13년 된 거고 캐스크 넘버 1916 치대기 색깔이 확실히 진하죠? PX라서 향은 어떤가요?
향도 진해요.
너무 진해서 쓴맛이 조금 나는데 그런 타이어의 탄맛까지는 아니고 러버리하거나 뭐 그런 것까지는 아니고
Middle this time. Now she says middle.
Actually, they drink sherry.
You do?
Yes, so.
I knew. Yeah, very good. But normal for you then.
찐소리네 이거.
찜질이야?
스파이시하지는 않고 그렇게 스파이시하지는 않은데
Color.
셔. 되게 셔.
Very good smell. Now I do have
특색이 있네.
something extra for you with this brand.
엄청 시다.
Chocolate, yeah, handmade chocolates.
와.
We have chocolate salted caramel, which pairs very nicely with the sherry cask.
쉐리 캐스크랑 초코가.
Sweet note of the sherry, but the sweet salty of the chocolate caramel is quite a good pairing.
땡큐. 생긴 거는 바퀴벌레 같이 생겼네. 조금.
한 쌍이 바퀴벌레가
한
되자.
쌍이 바퀴벌레가 되자. 뽀뽀. 뽀뽀.
There are spares. So
오늘 진도 좀 더 나가 볼까?
testing on the tasting. Did you get one?
나 잡아봐라.
호다닥 나 좀 봐봐라. 나 좀 봐봐라.
미쳤나봐. 노란
Get you
딱지.
another one.
넣었다.
You took it? Sure. They're on.
캐러멜 초콜릿이네.
솔트 캐러멜이라고 아까.
아, 솔직 캐러멜이라고.
페리랑 잘 어울린다고.
Not this time.
맛있다.
So yeah,
뽀삐는 초콜릿이랑 되게 잘 어울린다 그랬잖아.
don't have enough cask.
나는 근데 초콜릿 먹고 먹으니까 초콜릿 단맛이 너무 강해서 술에서 아까 단맛과 신맛이 났는데 그 단맛이 없어지니까 쓴맛만 남았어 조금 술에서.
The casks that are not bourbon barrels cost 10 times more. If it's a wine cask from France for Aurivedes,
그러니까
they still.
그래서 진짜 위스키하고 페어링 하는 게 진짜 어려운 것 같긴 해.
cask compared
보통
to a
위스키랑
100
초콜릿
bourbon
많이
barrel. So
잘
just have
먹잖아요.
그렇긴 하지.
That does smell good.
차라리 아까 버번 패스커? 버번 패스커도 달긴 하지.
버블에서는 초콜릿이 너무 안 어울리지. 난 잘 어울리는 것 같아.
So if this was
하긴 어떻게 보면은 쉘캐스크 드라이함이니까
okay, so
드라이함을 살려주는 거라면은 초콜릿과 잘 어울린다고 할 수 있겠네.
taking about 60% of the total liquid from bourbon barrels, about 40% from sherry casks. That's the recipe. But the age and the strength and the colour is the variable. We're trying to just make it taste like core range. is
코리브레카는 와인 캐스크가 들어가.
You understand what I
그렇게
mean?
맨날 코리브레칸 제일 맛있다고 하니까 무슨 캐스크인지도.
그래, 아니 정보를 잘 안 줬거든.
아 그래.
어,
와인 캐스크랑 버번 들어간다고.
위스키 베이스에도 와인 캐스크 들어간다는 정보가 없어. 코리브레칸이.
You're making for blend.
코리브레카 진짜 맛있잖아.
진짜 맛있지. 명작이죠.
아드백이 블렌딩을 잘하는 거야.
Temptation would be.
베팅을.
I'm not saying this is true. Okay, I'm just speculating. The temptation would.
이 캐스크들 시험이 끝나면 저기 있는 바틀들 중에 골라서 마실 수 있을 것 같은데 하나 19 트라이반 배치포 비자레 비큐 그로브스 그 다음에 다크코브 커미티 릴리즈 다크코브 어리브데스 그 다음에 저기 뭐냐 케이핑 그 다음에 퍼페튬, 그루브 스토미티 릴리즈, 그 다음 르네상스인데 비싼 걸 마셔야죠. 그러면 아마 트라이반 베지포하고 르네상스가 제일 비쌀 거야. 이거 괜찮은 것 같아요. 지금 먹는 거 세 번째 거 쉐리 캐스크.
엄청 찐실인데도 나는 말대로 자기 말대로 드라이하면서도 산미가 있어서 밸런스가 너무 달기만 한 찐실이는 먹기가 좀 힘든데 밸런스가 괜찮은 것 같아.
밸런스가 괜찮은 것 같아.
It depends on your mood.
나도 한번 더 마셔보자.
So someone is drinking a Aurivedes. Maybe Aurivedes is your favourite whiskey,
Yeah.
and you've only got that much. You've only got that much left in the bottle, so you need another bottle. So you already know that you're going to stop at the liquor store on the way home from work. It's Wednesday, and you walk in, and Aurivedes there, and you buy it, and you take it home. Maybe your mood means you need no water.
맛있어.
You just pour it, and you look out the window at the view, and you have a sip of Aurivedes.
개
But it
맛있다.
could be another time of the day or another
어.
aspect. It could be that you're sitting down with friends. There should be a jug of water on
자기
the
효소
table.
실패
because
그랬는데 이 산미가
아, 신맛이 지금 좀 죽었어. 나는
초콜릿 먹는
초콜릿 먹고 나서.
It's a crime for you. Okay?
I will kill. No, I will kill them.
고급지다.
If a friend asks Coca-Cola,
근데 아드백 신카 마시는데
come on.
Leave me.
출시되는 게 너무 비싸.
So I have bought a lot of
600파운드에서 800파운드엔 1000파운드.
So it's interesting. I have
거 맛있네요.
a port. We used to run a business, and we
마지막 캐스크.
we only use this cask to make an oak. It is a hogshead from America, virgin. So there was nothing in the cask before. It is category 4 char, really heavy char,
그래서 까맣구나 거진.
tends to.
버즈노크라 그랬어?
Some of you might remember an alligator from a long time ago called an Ardbeg from a long time ago called alligator. 2011. This was a category 5 char, an alligator char, almost disintegrating the cask. So this is a category 4 char. It's about a minute and a half, and what it is a really smoky container into which goes really smoky contents.
저걸
But
안
the two
올려놨는데
types of smoke are not the same as
제일
each other.
스모키하잖아.
One is
코레이지
peaty
중에서.
that we made the
그런가?
contents from. The other is a preparation of the
되게
container.
시트러스한 기분.
So when the two things come together, you get something that is more
걔네들이
than
마케팅
Ardbeg,
그렇게 하고 가장 강력한.
but not in the same way that supernova or hypernova. That's just really peaty malt. This is not just that. It's a combination of two things, and it's kind of, I don't know. It packs a punch.
기대가 되네. 기대가 되네.
So
완전 그렇게 차링을 그렇게
my
했으면
man is ready.
난 두려운데.
그래요?
자기 저거 마셔.
향이 오마이갓이야. 제가 그거 하는 파인애플 딱 전형적인 위비스티. 위비스티나 아드백 8 for discussion에서 나는 그러니까 파인애플 향이라든가 거친 향이 나는데 몇 년 숙성이지?
The thing here is we're on the journey with this.
어디 보자.
Okay.
이 캐스크
This is not ready yet. This has been tested by
역시
Bill.
4년밖에 안 됐네요.
He would test the cask at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the time it's 7 or 8 years old, we'll use it.
그래서 아직 안올 만들기엔 준비가 안 됐다.
So you're getting to taste it when nobody else can taste it. And our purifier and our
이거
process
살짝 마시기
means
싫어진다.
that this is a remarkable dram at 4 years old. You know, for the fact that
마시지
it's
말자,
only
이거.
such a young whiskey.
오, 웨어하우스 안쪽을 구경합니다.
금요일만 할 수 있대요.
금요일만 할 수 있대요. 럭키.
No, the Japanese are doing their own thing now. That's the start. But you see people.
이거 쿼터 캐스크보다도 작은 거지?
그게 훨씬 작아 보이는데?
쿼터 캐스크가 really small. 여기에도 또 있네.
可愛いですね、これね。
저거랑 비슷하네. 이게 쿼터인가? 어. 어? 2023? 그렇네. 완전 어제 왔어요. 05년? 그러면 뭐야
신기가 되는 아이들인가요?
17, 18년 된 거네.
2002년부터
2002년도 있네. 그렇네.
down to the square meter location of where the cask is supposed to be. So Bill can look at that sheet.
2000년도 있어 저 앞에.
We're going to go down again. This is where we need to take the casks from because they're the right age or whatever. We'll go this way, folks. I don't think we can go that way. These were filled on the first fill in the millennium.
First
So
Pure
they're
Millennium.
2000 filled in 2000. So we're waiting to do something with them. I don't know what we're doing.
아니 뉴 밀레니엄 2001년이잖아요. 얘들 개념은 2000년인가?
2000년부터를
어.
또 카운팅을 했지. 밀레니엄 버블도 2000년이잖아.
그랬나?
Small people could go that way. We'll go. We have to. No, we have to go. We'll have to go back. So we have different kinds of sherry casks. There are Manzanilla casks there.
아 만자닐라.
Okay, we have every kind of sherry, all the way through from Fino all the way through to black sherry. We have 10 different bourbon distillery stamps. Lots of different wine casks. We're probably the only distillery in the world, apart from Glenmorangie, who would have access to, you know, LVMH owns some very boutique wineries, some very small wineries in Spain and places like that. So we have got some casks from those places maturing. We did a Pinot Noir cask from New Zealand, from a very famous winery in New Zealand that I can't name, but you can look it up. In 2020, there was a dram that we made called Black.
Yeah, black.
Black. Yeah. Like the sheep. With black sheep.
블랙이 만자닐라였. 아 피노였구나.
It's blocked. We have to go. Never mind.
뉴질랜드 거 베스트인가 봐.
블랙이. Is this small cask is quarter cask?
Firkin.
Firkin?
Firkin. It's
Are you smaller than quarter cask?
beer cask. Yeah, quarter
Beer
cask.
cask.
Quarter cask is a bit smaller than this one. A little bit smaller. That's
Really smaller than this one.
But this is a Firkin. You could almost get this
Firkin.
under your arm and run. See if you could escape.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. 이 퀄은
커터가 더 작은 거.
쿼터보다 작은. 쿼터는 이거보다 조금 작대.
Here is one cask for Aurivedes.
콜브르칸.
So if you like Aurivedes,
야,
you say it was your favourite.
Yeah,
So
my
really you should have
favourite.
your picture.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. In front of the Aurivedes cask. This is special cask for Aurivedes.
사.
No, no.
귀엽네.
쓰담쓰담.
어.
쓰담쓰담.
4번은 맛 안 봐도
알 것 같은 맛이.
알 것 같은 맛. 어쩐지 위비스티만도 못한 거 아니야.
살짝 꼬랑내가 나. 꼬릿꼬릿해.
That's it.
향이.
I was a bit concerned that the angel share would smell of too much paint with the painters painting
맛은
the
좀
outside
나요?
wall. But
위비스티보다 그래도 조금 더 피니쉬가 조금 더 묵직하다.
미스틱도 훨씬 맛있네.
위비스티보다 한 맛있네.
So is anyone here for a special occasion?
Yes. Honeymoon.
Honeymoon. So I'm going to tell you about it first. But what better final dram to have than the dram poured from a huge gold bottle? Right, so I'll bring this over here. Now I'm
Aurivedes.
just going to tell you what's inside it first. So
어?
this is called Aurivedes.
Brazil World Cup for Brazil World Cup. No? Brazil World Cup.
Brazil World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup
So you
soccer.
know your Ardbeg history.
Yeah.
2014 festival. We are. Scotland never qualifies for the World Cup. Okay. So we adopted Brazil,
어덕트.
which we thought was a good idea at the time. And they got knocked out in the group stage, and Germany won the World Cup in 2014. Okay. Anyway, so it ended up not being the best decision. But at the time, when the festival was on, this was in May, Aurivedes means green and gold. Okay?
Green and gold.
And if you think of Brazil, you immediately think of the football kit, which is green and gold. Their football kit. It's their national flag. how do you tie a whiskey to the national flag of Brazil? You know, it seems very random. Well, it's a green wood cask, so it's this.
약간 초친 건가?
But with no char
초친가요?
inside.
살짝?
So the wood is uncharred, it's just green wood. And then you take a blowtorch you take the ends off and you turn them into two golden footballs. Okay? And you stick the ends back on. So there is some maturation going on, but it's very subtle. It's a very interesting, underappreciated Ardbeg. And I'm going to make you pour it. I'm not going to pour it. It's a 4.5 litre bottle. You don't have to worry. Watch, okay? There is a special device in the top which stops you pouring too much.
폴러가 있네.
Okay? So you can just go like that. Good enough. But you take care. Everyone's going to come up to you now.
아, 미나상한테 우리한테 저분들이 서브한다. 저분한테 선물 줄까?
Together or one
담배?
It's up to you. But it's heavy.
헤비.
That's the money shot.
오, like a baby.
Yes. So I'm going to leave the amount to them. They can decide. They can decide.
They can decide.
Very good.
재밌네.
Unfortunately, I have no more chocolates. You can go around the room if you want. It's up to you.
저희 신혼부부. 오,
How brave do you feel?
thank you.
You're doing a pretty good job.
재밌다.
He's trying to put you off.
It's okay.
Oh, just a small one.
나도 이거 안 마셔봤거든 이거는.
Very smoky.
Yes, so it's our PTPT you make, but it's put in this glass, in this cask that is a green and gold cask. Green and gold
엄청 몰티하고.
for the Brazil national flag. We still have people from Brazil who come and visit us who say, "Do you have Aurivedes?"
되게 가벼운, 쉽게 마실 수 있는 블렌디드 느낌이 좀 있다.
그러네.
블렌디드 위스키처럼.
그래도 화사하고.
And then what we'll maybe do, folks, is we'll take our Aurivedes
나는
and we'll wander back to the
나는
Brazil.
몰티함이 제일 큰 것 같아.
Thank you.
많이씩 따라주시네.
That's it. So we'll put the label back on, and we'll say thank you very much.
아리가또. 아리가또.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. 요 건물 뒤를 돌아가면은 아드백 사인이 있대요. 요 건물은 뭐냐? 탱커 로딩 베이, VAT 룸, 배팅룸, 배팅룸. 근데 웨어하우스가 아니었네. 그거는 애플루엔트 플랜트? 뭐지? 플루엔트 플랜트. 춥다. 워시백스. 이거는 뭐 기본 투어를 하면 볼 수 있겠죠? 절로 가면 되나 보다. 춥기는 춥다. 잠깐만요. 그렇네. 여기 아드백 사인까지 왔습니다. 바닷가에 되게 가깝다. 근데 뛰어가는 샷은 못 찍어. 피어에 되게 가까운데 이건 웨어하우스가 아니라서 좀 작어. 파도가 오늘 좀 친다 확실히. 그러게 저쪽은 맑네. 아드백에 왔습니다. 자, 삼각대 갖고 올까 아빠가? 너무 추워서 철수하겠습니다. 여기 이쁘긴 이쁘다. 마지막 중류소인 게 너무 아쉬워요. 근데 시음은 재밌었다. 그렇게 막 맛있지는 않았어.
근데 나는 재밌어. 왜 근데 캐스크의 특성을 명확하게 느낄 수 있는
그건 그래.
시음이야. 학습적이었고 저거 4개를 섞어서
안어를.
을 발휘하게 하는 센서리 테이스팅 코스도 가끔 있잖아 증류소들에.
네.
그런 느낌이었어요.
아, 어느새 또 아까 비가 한참 쏟아지다가 날씨가 이렇게 맑아졌네요. 아, 아일라에서 마지막 증류소였는데 너무 떠나기가 아쉽습니다. 너무 좋다. 여러분도 꼭 와보세요. 날씨가 너무 맑아졌다. 아일라의 마지막 바다. Ardbeg. 이제 택시를 타고 아일라 공항으로 다시 갈게요. 저기 쇼티가 있는데 너무 행복한 아일라 투어였어요. 퍼피랑 함께하는 아일라 투어. 너무 행크버크. 옛날 말인가?
옛날 사람 맞잖아요.
옛날 사람 맞으니까요. 저는 집에 가기 싫다.